Watching Sight Sounds Flavors on YouTube, sightsoundsflavors.com. We're here in Middletown, Ohio, and we're going to take a little walk around downtown. The courthouse is over here, so we probably should start there, but I kind of want to walk this way. So we got image, signs, and graphics. We got shoe law office. First National Bank. And there's some signage here on the wall for the Masonic Temple. And there's the Coca-Cola sign there, which you can barely see. I'm not sure if that Masonic Temple is still in operation or not. It looks quite old. The shoe law office has got a great building as well. This here is Cincinnati State Technical and Community College. And we are in Middletown, but I'm here for the Cincinnati Natural Bodybuilding Championships. And, you know, Middletown is in 2 counties. Quite a ways away from Cincinnati, though. Cincinnati has a tremendous amount of influence here, and it almost feels like Middletown is part of greater Cincinnati. It probably is. How cool is that? Gotta walk down that way. But first, we got 14 seconds to cross. Gotta watch where I'm going. I took a mean fall in Barberville, Kentucky. Got 9 stitches at Baptist Health Corbin. But that's not gonna stop me. I'm always careful, but it just takes that one time. This is the Windermere. And over here you got the U.S. Hotel, and again, not sure if that hotel's in operation or not. There you got Fifth Third Bank here. Interesting building back there. Not sure what that is. Almost looks like a church to me, but probably not. I don't know. Sure if it's in operation. Ooh, that building is definitely not. Looks like it's been gutted on the 2nd floor. And then you got, is this hotel, this is not open, right?
It's not open yet.
But okay. I love your dog. I think you said it's not open. Red doors over there. I'm gonna ask what is that, but I'm also gonna just walk around the building and see for myself. Butler Philharmonic Broadway meets Opera, April 23rd, 3 p.m. Interesting. Sword, established 1891. Sword Opera House. Huh. And what does that say? The Swire Inn. Huh. Interesting. Lots of chocolate too. And there you can see Well, let's go ahead, and I would walk this way, but there's like a gigantic dog over there, and I don't want to. He looks friendly, but still, it's like a Great Dane or something. And I hear copyrighted music towards downtown, so we may have to switch over to voiceover. But a lot of videographers hear copyrighted music and they'll run the opposite directions. I'm not going to do that, because when you do that, you miss out on a huge part of the city. And look at that. Nice tree there. So when I looked up Middletown on Wikipedia, I thought for sure it was going to be the county seat of a county. It seems to be in 2 counties, but not the county seat of either, which is like remarkable because it seems to be a pretty big city. Historic, would that be Goats Tower? It's a pretty big tower. Nice light there. And they got these grates. This is my first video. This is my first video for Ohio, believe it or not. I have not done an Ohio video. Great Lakes Restoration, Saving America's Cities. They're out of Canton, Ohio. Interesting diamond there. Are we in Kentucky? That's like the 3rd loud truck. You could never make a video in Kentucky anywhere without there being at least one loud pickup truck. It's like they're included with the city. Some of the viewers hate when I zoom in and out. I try to be, you know, respectful. I try not to overdo it. But this camera is fantastic. I'm using a Sony AX43. Look at that, it's beautiful. Which allows me to, zoom in, I don't know, like 20, 30 times with very high definition. We got Mockingbird's Cafe. Planning for Darkness Task Force here. Peace, Love, Equality. We got Lunar Studios. Got the Iron Rose above. Or down. Oh, look at those. Look at that. That's pretty cool. We got green, pink, yellow. We got like a parakeet up there. And that's the Jackson Lane Design Home Collection. Oh, beautiful. Got Iron Rose Mercantile Boutique and Hat Bar. We got some interesting things going on here. April downtown event. Women's Wine and Chocolate Walk. Scott Hutchins plus Cafe Unit Earth Day and Arbor Day. Carapalooza. Friends and Furball Fun. Very cool. They got free public Wi-Fi. Hot Fusion Glass Studio. Very nice. We got Primo Italian Steakhouse. My favorite things boutique. You got like a leaf blower or something going on there. That's pretty cool. Doing hard work there. Thank you. And you got her leaf blower there. And there's the Primo, the steakhouse, which you'll probably never see me at since I'm a vegetarian, but still put that out there. You got Good Vibes, great coffee. Triple Moon Company. Coffee, espresso, lattes, teas, smoothies, breakfast, lunch. I smell bread toasting. Ooh, that's nice. And you got a lot of signage here for the events that we saw earlier. So this place is called Triple Moon Coffee Company. And then here you got the Pendleton Art Center. This is a pretty big city, so again, there's no way that this is, I know that there's a lot of Cincinnati influence here, but this is, you know, by no means a suburb. It's a huge city from everything I gather. Designed to wear to Ruse Realm. I have no idea what Ruse Realm is. It looks very, very mysterious. Very mysterious. $11.18 Central. Contents for sale. See Ron next door at Design to Wear To. So see Ron if you want to go in here. And then you got MC Hair Salon. There's of course the Pendleton Art Center. Ooh, look at that. We didn't get that mural. That's a nice mural. I like the awnings too. Hello. Ew. Got Mexican food here, very diverse community. Miss Jake's Soul Food, Big City Eats, 1131 Central Avenue. Got a pawn shop here. It looks like Richie's Pawn Central. And here you got a Middletown signage for the Arts Center, City Building, and Miami University, Middletown. Got a nice drum set here in the window. Several drum sets, yeah. Some guitars, a crate amp. Those are good amps. Wow, look at that. That's beautiful. We'll come back over there in a little bit. Port Middletown. Huh. Very cool. And they buy diamonds and estate jewelry. Check out that bike there. Pretty cool. Got Grandpa Joe's Candy Shop. Cool sign for Brent's Smokin' Butts and Grill. And there's Grandpa Joe's Candy Shop. $5 candy buffet. I've never heard of a candy buffet before. Interesting. And they're on Grubhub also. Wow, a candy buffet. Have you ever heard of a candy buffet? Never heard of that before.
Tap the screen to listen.
Central Smoke Shop. Check out that window there. They got some stuff going on there. And so we're going to walk back just because, I mean, keep walking, but you get the gist of it. 250. Chill out with our 250 soda pop. Interesting. Got Spoken bicycles. Get it? Spoken. Alright. Got Middletown Aquatics and more. Got some nice traffic coming here. They didn't gun it to kill me, which I appreciate. Because sometimes when cars see a pedestrian, what they'll do is they will gun it. See the pedestrian. So, cool checkered flag here.
I was walking right.
And got some little fire escapes here. Lion and Ram Studios. Interesting. There. Okay. Huh. plaza, or I'm not sure what it is. Very cool. There's Rich's Pawn Shop and Spoken Bicycles. That building also looks pretty old. And what we'll do is we'll walk down this way, which there's not really a lot here, but we'll just walk this way. The whole idea is to explore, and sometimes exploring takes you off the main drag. You could see that guy. He almost got out of the lane. Not sure why. And that looks like where we started. So maybe we can walk. I see sidewalk here and there. We'll go where that white vehicle's at and hang a left. We may or may not get the courthouse, but that's okay. There's always next time. One of the things that you can never do, Torchlight Pass, or Tokyo. One thing that you can never do with these videos is you can never get everything. It's impossible. If you try to do that, you're going to have a miserable experience. And the other thing is sometimes it's good to get off like Main Street or, you know, the main drag, if you will, because you can see other things. Like most people would not do a touring video and leave the main drag. They wouldn't do that. I'm not patting myself on the back. I'm more or less just explaining some of my eccentricities, because what I'm doing here is 100% intended. I'm not like, oh, I'm lost, I don't know where I'm going, you know. I'm like purposely filming the United Dairy Farmers, which is a gas station, but it's a gas station in Middletown, and we are in Middletown. So I want to get the vibe, you know. And then if you see yourself on the video, you can always say, hey, that's me. Leave a comment. This is Butler Behavioral Health, but I like the sort of like that sort of 70s looking green. The city's very well maintained, especially for a city of this size, as you can see. There's a lot of old buildings, and there's a lot of that sort of like paint chipping off the sides, and that's not from neglect, that's just age. You know, there's a big difference between being old and keeping some of the history and being neglected. Like that earlier sign on the side of the building by the, I believe it was a shoe office, the building next to it with Coca-Cola by the Masonic Lodge. You could probably get that off with like, you know, some sort of like, not steam, but like pressure cleaners. But why would you do that? You take the character away from the building, you know what I mean? When you do that. This is Dunham Plaza. I like that sign in there as well. Artists working inside. Now this building, I don't know what this building is. The building next to it is another example of like sort of that aged look. But I've also received, I don't know if I can get her walking her dog there. Sorry for the zoom. But I have received some emails and DMs on the various platforms. I know it's not DMs on all of them, some of them are inbox or whatever. But saying, hey, I would love to do what you do. Well, first thing you got to do is you know, really can't have any rules. Get yourself a good camera. Like I said, I use a Sony X43. It's a little bit pricey. You could probably do, you know, maybe get a camera for about $500-600. is fine. This building is definitely. This is an example of aged and maybe a little bit neglected. Like those window panes without the glass, that sort of thing. A little bit of rust, you know. But it's probably super old also, and maybe not being used. Get yourself a good camera. Audio is not super important, again, unless you're doing interviews. And a lot of people, what they'll do, like if there's a copyrighted music, or if a bus comes by, or I've been like in Omaha, Nebraska, there was people like yelling at each other and cursing. And monetization or not for YouTube, I don't want to put out a video where you can hear people dropping F-bombs left and right and center. So even the audio isn't 100% necessary, because you may not need a boom or a really good microphone if you're going to strip the audio anyways and talk over it in a separate audio track, which you could use your phone to do that. You might want to get a good software program. I use Power Director. So Power Director is about $100 a year. A camera you can probably get for like about $500 or $600. And I don't get these signs, no alcohol beyond this point. Like, what's beyond this point? A truck factory? I mean, is it, I don't know, this is a designated outdoor refreshment area. Interesting. So about $750, I would say. So a camera, Power Director, and then, Wikipedia is your best friend. Wikipedia is great because, you want to, basics, you want to know if the city's a county seat, you want to know maybe when the city was founded, maybe the population, maybe some notable people. Wikipedia is like a little bit of a cheat sheet, and I appreciate it, but that's about as far as I go cheating-wise, because then if you like spend, an hour or 2 hours a day, a week studying where you're going, you're exploring to a point, but there's not that excitement. Like you know what I mean? So I usually do like maybe a 5 or 10 minute Wikipedia. Maybe I'll watch a video if it's a city's name I can't pronounce and I know I'm going to butcher it. I cheat a little bit in that regard, but ultimately what I like to do is walk around, do one click, unless like earlier of that mural, I'll take a picture of that mural for the cover. But beyond that, I don't do any cuts, I don't do any redos, none of that. I try to keep it as authentic as possible. And I feel that that's what people like to see. They want to feel like they're here. That's why, the channel is sights, sounds, and flavors. If there was a way I could translate flavor, which I can with reviews, I would. But the sights and the sounds you can get off of video. And we're back here by the Masonic Lodge with the faded out Coca-Cola along the side. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're from Middletown, grew up in Middletown, want to come to Middletown, have any connection to Middletown, please leave a comment below. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Sight Sounds Flavors on YouTube. Visit sightsoundsflavors.com. Thank you very much.